The text I selected is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. The novel The Kite Runner tells the story of Amir, depicting his life and what it is like growing up and finding your identity in Afghanistan. It is set during 1960, when he is a young boy, and follows key events all throughout his life until, in his later years, he's in America having sought asylum. Amir was raised by his dad in a relatively privileged household with two servants from the ethnic minority in Afghanistan. One of the servants is a young boy the same age as Amir called Hassan, and is a very good friend of Amir growing up throughout their childhood. That is until where the story kicks off. Amir observes Hassan being subjected to racial hate in one of the most brutal forms of assault. But instead of being there for his friend, Amir lets his emotions and privilege get the better of him, and instead frames his friend with stealing money so that he and his father, who's the other servant, are sent away. This sets up some of the underlying themes for the remainder of the book, being social power, betrayal, discrimination, and ultimately guilt. The next major event skips ahead to when Amir is a young man, and the arrival of the Soviet military has turned his hometown into a war zone, which forces him and his father to flee in the back of a truck, first to Pakistan, and then they finally arrive in California, USA. The story demonstrates the challenges Amir has to overcome trying to assimilate into a new culture while holding on to the traditions of his own. On top of the language barrier, Amir faces similar prejudice that Hassan did when they were younger. Amir is able to finish his schooling in America, but after a couple of years, Amir's dad dies from cancer, propelling one of his friends, his dad's close friends, to come to Amir and telling that Afghanistan has actually been overrun by the Taliban through violence and ruthlessness, and as well that Amir finds out Hassan, his close friend from childhood, is now dead. Amir goes back to his old town and finds out that Hassan had a child who was saved, and Amir rescues him, takes him back to America free of war, and ultimately he has repaid his debt to Hassan. The novel goes deeper beyond the story of Amir's life, acting as a powerful platform for discussion and creating awareness for numerous human rights issues. It establishes context for social action and dialogue throughout the themes of social class, ethnic tensions, conflict, betrayal and forgiveness, different cultural understandings, and the immigrant experience. The message throughout these themes makes The Kite Runner a fantastic resource for teaching senior school age students about intercultural understanding.